You have shame. I have shame too. We all have shame. Scratch my nose real quick. Ooh, look at those deep pores. Look at my mole at the edge of my eye. Enough of that nonsense. We're talking about shame. Second video of the week, we'll talk about self-control. Dr. Bernie Brown, I hope I get that name right, she says, in order to make shame grow, you need three things: silence, secrecy, and judgment. Let me expound upon those three. Silence. For example, Facebook. Everybody wants, not everybody, I should say some people sometimes don't put their complete story because they want to feel good and they want instantly to kind of control their lives and to talk about what they want to talk about and not talk about what they don't want to talk about. The problem is this, that when you don't share a complete story, shame builds up more inside you. You feel bad, feel depressed, you want more control, you let shame go, you feel more depressed, so on and so on. Vicious cycle continues. People say to me, "Hey dummy, why would I share my complete story with complete strangers?" And that kind of makes sense. Especially sharing bad stories with complete strangers. My response to that is, why in the world would you share a good story to complete strangers? It's about the same. But I kind of get it. Good story makes you feel good, even to a complete stranger. It's positive. You don't have to be vulnerable or share too much of yourself. But it kind of doesn't. You know, if you're going to share a good story with complete strangers, why in the world wouldn't you share a bad story with complete strangers? So I've got a rule of thumb, and that's just it. For every good story you share not necessarily a bad story. When I say bad, I just mean something you've overcome, a weakness. Be vulnerable a bit. That way you feel better and that vicious cycle doesn't happen to you. Next is secrecy. I have food addiction. It's gotten a lot better. I'm not too big. I run triathlons every year, so hallelujah for that. But I do have food addiction, and so if I were to say, "Hey hon, have a good day at work," and unbeknownst to her, I bought a pizza and I ate it, I would feel a lot worse than if I said, "Hey hon, have a good day at work, I'm gonna buy a pizza today." I would still feel bad because I'm eating the pizza, but I'm open. I'm introducing shame. And the more you introduce shame as a person, or okay, that's dumb, that's symbolic, but the more you introduce shame, the better you feel all the way around. So that's silence. And judgment, I used to judge. Now I never do. No, I still do. I'm not perfect. No, nobody is. My wife's kind of curtailed that a lot though. But with judging, when you judge, you put someone down, you make yourself feel better subconsciously, that you think you're going to feel better, but you don't. You're just compensated for insecurity, which happens when we have shame, I believe, or at least one of those reasons why. And we start a vicious cycle again. Judging kind of numbs life. I get it, life's tough, but the more we judge less and the more we love people, we all have imperfections and mistakes, the better we will be, and the less shame we will have, and the more unconditional love we will have. And the one reason to decrease, or the one thing to decrease shame is empathy. That is just talking to other people when they have struggles, listening to them. You have to kind of be in a vulnerable space and place to listen to them and respond well, but it's worth it. And you eliminate shame that way, they eliminate shame that way, and that's really what life's about, right? Life's really not about hiding yourself and thinking you have control because of that, and then feeling more and more bad about yourself. Life's about just mourning with those who mourn, right? So that's that. The next video, like I said, is self-control. This is the Wise Able Disabled Guy signing out.